What's up, besties? Welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Thank you all so very much for being here with me. Y'all are freaking amazing. Yeah, let's just ring the sound bowl. We'll get started. We're just gonna jump right into the reading. Nothing extra today. I hope y'all are doing well, enjoying your day or evening whenever you're tuning into this. Let's tap in. Here we go. I'm calling on Spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, let's get a situation we're reading on today. What is the situation? We have twin flames. Okay, it's a twin flame reading. I know some of y'all have been waiting for that. Okay, twin flame, here we go. Union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. Okay, so let's see. We also have cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over and over and over in your head. Look, I'm going to get a little bit more here, but honestly, we have your twin is thinking about you, is thinking about all of the times y'all spent together. Currently, we do have self-indulgence, so you are focusing on yourself. Okay, so what it is like you have withdrawn your energy. Okay, you're focusing on your self-worth, healing, doing some shadow work, perhaps appreciating yourself, spending time on your own, just really indulging in the self. And then we have hammer. So we have sabotage, rebuilding, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Okay, so I feel like that you're just working on the self. Hammer is not necessarily a destructive force. It can be used to build, right? And that's the energy that I'm getting for you. So we do have, what's at the bottom of the deck? Boat. Receiving what you need, making progress, arriving, moving on. And it says closure issues here. So let's figure this out with some tarot, but I'm pretty sure I have the gist of it. It does look like your twin is in your energy at the moment, okay? I usually read for the divine feminine, and that doesn't matter what your gender is. It's the energy that I read for because that is our biggest base here in our tribe, okay? So yeah, just place the roles where you need to, and the labels and things like that as we progress through the reading. But it does look like here the masculine energy is definitely thinking about the feminine, okay, and going over all of the times, all of the memories, good and bad, okay, good and bad. So let's just see. Let's see what's going on. You know what? Let's just dive right in and see what's happening for the masculine, okay? I know for sure what's going on for the feminine because we've got a tribe full of amazing feminine energy humans here. So yeah, and it does make sense about the focusing on the self, right? Because that's basically what you're meant to do anyway. The purpose of these twin flame connections is really to bring us back into union with the self. You. It's all about you, right? It's within our masculine and feminine sides within, okay? So that's why the journey is filled with like triggers and challenges, and it's really a healing journey. And I have to stress this. I have to just stress this. It's like the twin flame connection, the twin flame journey often does not result in union, but they definitely prepare you for, they prepare you in a sense for your life partner. You work through all your ish with your twin usually. In some cases, twins do come together, okay, in this lifetime or the next. But the one of the biggest lessons on the twin flame journey is about coming back into union with the self, getting back to who you are, your self-worth, self-love, just really focusing on you and your own healing journey. And that's mainly the purpose, okay, to get you where you're supposed to be. on mission, in alignment with your calling, things like that nature. And your spirituality, it's all about awakening too, right? And connecting to spirit. So with all that said, let's just jump into it. Let's see what's going on with the masculine energy. Okay. Oh, is my deck upside down? No, it's not. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Not really the best energy, to be totally honest. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. Now, usually upright energy, we're looking at somebody who's coming forward, wanting to apologize, express their love, be romantic, give some type of offer, ask you out, things like that. It does look like this masculine is kind of, well, not kind of, is holding themselves back, okay? I do feel like there's a recognition and a knowing that it is, I don't know if like they're feeling like it's about time, or I should be coming forward. I should apologize. I should, basically it's like they knew they did something that wasn't really the best. Okay. And I feel like they're a little bit embarrassed, to be totally honest. Okay. A little bit embarrassed. Yeah. Page of Cups energy. Yeah, it's a little bit immature, not gonna lie. Okay, not gonna lie. They're in this energy. They feel like little babies. I don't know why that's coming up. They feel like they act like a big baby or something. Like, I don't know why I'm getting big baby. We have a Four of Wands. Okay. What's happening here is the masculine is definitely in their feelings right now. And I feel like they're almost having like a little moment where they're just like feeling very sorry for themselves and very embarrassed, perhaps, with the way in which they've come across, things they've said, things they've done within this connection. I do see them in their feelings here, and I do see them going over past events, right? And really getting stuck in their head and in their feelings. There is this desire to come back towards you, but it's like there's a lot of fear and a lot of doubt I'm picking up here, because they feel like they're, I don't know why I'm getting little babies, like compared to you, perhaps, or they're feeling like there's an energy here of like really seeing you at like this higher level, higher vibration, maybe more grown spiritually, maybe more mature, they just feel inexperienced. Also, that could be the feeling here. It's just they feel like they don't know what the heck they're doing. Like, okay, they don't know what they're doing, but there is this desire to come towards you and to speak to you, and wanting to, this Four of Wands, wanting to get together. Okay, could be the union energy, right? We often say the 1111. It is a twin flame card here in the tarot, so they are thinking about you. They're thinking about you, but again, they're like having this little baby moment where they're just like, oh, I can't do it, or oh, I said this, so they're feeling sorry for themselves. Here we have the Seven of Swords. Oh, I said this, I did this, look at that. I slinked away, I ghosted, I just like, this makes a lot of sense. It's like, I know I should apologize, but I don't know what to say because I kind of just like disappeared, or I was busted in a lie, or something like that, right? They did something a little bit sneaky, a little shady, or they just dipped out, right? So it's like they want to come forward, they want to talk to you. I feel like they're in this energy of like really wanting to have fun with you and like just kind of reconnect, be lighthearted and playful, maybe, like a little date or something. There's this part of them with the Page of Cups and the Four of Wands where it's just like, let's go have some fun. They have this desire to like relive some of the memories, the fun times, the lighthearted times that the two of you shared, but they know they're not coming forward because they know what they did last time. They're like, how do I message somebody I haven't talked to in like 6 months, or like 2 months, or a year, or 2 years, or you know what I mean? What's at the bottom of the deck? Five of Wands. I feel like they are very much afraid of conflict, afraid of how you may react to them, because they know that they did something shady. Okay, I'm just going to put it at that because this is a general reading. So the Seven of Swords is doing something a little bit sneaky, a little bit underhanded, doing something in the cover of darkness, you know, not really wanting to face the music. Especially with this Five of Wands, we've got like fear of conflict, you know, or fear of confrontation, like very uncomfortable feelings, you know. But here's the thing, is like, you know, this isn't like, you know, high school. This isn't anything. I mean, like, y'all are grown adults, like, hopefully, right? You should be mature enough to be able to, you know, kind of face up and say, like, stand up and say, like, look, you know, I know what I did wasn't right. I should have said something before I just disappeared, or this was going on, or, you know what I mean? There's like, face the music, you know, at some point, everybody's got to learn how to do that. Okay, that's why I said, like, they feel like they're like little babies right now, like they're very scared. They're very, very afraid of how you may react. Okay, how you may react. We have the Wheel of Fortune here underneath the deck. Okay, so there's something here about timing, about karma, about, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is like things are about to turn, things are about to change, right? They're in the process of change, okay? With the Wheel of Fortune coming through. Now, it really depends on what it is that you put into a situation, but I'm going to clarify, actually. I want to know why the Wheel of Fortune is coming up. Okay, but let me just tell you that the masculine energy is very much in their head about you and the way that they left things off. We have the Queen of Wands. Some of them, I know not always the Queen of Wands, like I really resonate with being Queen of Wands energy. I have Sagittarius rising, I've got a Leo moon, so a lot of fire in my chart. But I know a lot of readers will jump right to and say, oh, the Queen of Wands is another person, another, you know, the third party and things of that nature. In this case, if there was a third party, I do feel like this would be coming up here if there was a karmic energy, okay? I don't know why I'm getting that karmic energy from the Queen of Wands this time. Hold on one second. Yeah, Three of Swords. We have the Six of Wands. Okay. If your masculine dipped out and went into a karmic connection, this part of the message would resonate for you. I do feel like they are feeling quite bad about the way they did things, okay? They feel, well, it was a very immature thing to do, especially with talking without speaking or communicating what was happening. They may have dipped out and then all of a sudden you found out they were seeing someone else, something along those lines. And they're feeling really, really bad about it. I'm not quite sure where they're at with that karmic connection, but I will ask in just a minute if you just hold your little horses for a moment. But this is something that they're in their head about right now, okay? And they're feeling really awful for what they've done and how they did it, right? Because I do feel like it was very sneaky and it wasn't out in the open and it was definitely not talked about. They didn't give you any warning, things of that nature, right? But yeah, they could have just disappeared, slinked out. They could have moved. Like, there's something here where they just kind of disappeared at the very least, even if there is no karmic partner, okay, that they would have connected with. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands here. Okay, the Six of Wands. I feel like they are watching you and seeing you in your glow up mode, in your glow up phase, right? Because I don't want to forget about you in this reading, because I feel like you're just staying in your own lane, doing your own thing, working on yourself, working on your glow up. They see you as being like highly successful right now. And we were talking about the Wheel of Fortune when we were clarified. So they know that, like, it's interesting. I feel like why this is all coming up for them right now and why they're in their feelings is because they feel that, well, first of all, they feel bad for the way that they left things with you and how, and the fact that they may have just like ghosted and entered into a different relationship. Okay. They see that relationship, I'm going to clarify right now, as failing. Like, they're going to get their karma for it. Like, it's not going to end up well. No, yeah. It's not going to end up, like, they know it's not going to last. Do you know what I mean? They know it's not going to last. It's not going to be a forever thing. And that's the thing with karmic relationships is, they're not really meant to be life partners. They're meant to come in and teach us something. So they're not necessarily a bad thing, but how this masculine went about just like entering into one or choosing one over you or something like that, was not very awesome. Okay, the way that they did it wasn't good, but they did have to learn something, right? So when you're in these kinds of connections, and if you are interested in union, you don't want your twin to come to you as like, still needing to learn a ton of lessons. You're really interested in like a healthy, well-balanced connection. So these karmic connections happen for a reason, to prepare them, just like they happen for you, to prepare you for your life partner, and to make sure that you're in a really good space, in a healthy space, and you've cleared out all the clutter, and you don't have any baggage, and you know how relationships work, and you know what doesn't work, and like it's a good thing. I mean, it's all part of learning, it's all part of life. So again, I do feel like they are a little bit more inexperienced than you, and they know it. Okay, so they did need these karmic connections. They do need these learning experiences. Let's just call them, okay? Learning experiences. But now they know it's like it's on the road to either it has ended or it's on the road to ending. And they feel like, that is part of their karma. Maybe they're being served some type of karma, having the Wheel of Fortune here, and I do see that you are experiencing some positive support here from the universe with the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands, letting me know that something good is happening, or you're on a very successful road in some sense. People are seeing and noticing that your energy is lighter, or that you're accomplishing goals. I feel like you're being celebrated. I do feel like people are talking about you, but it's like a good thing. Okay, it's a really good thing. It could have a lot to do with your work, your project, your goals. I do have the Eight of Pentacles, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's like you just got your head down, you're focusing on your work. The Eight of Pentacles speaks to self-mastery, okay? And you showing up here with this self-indulgent energy, you're just doing things for you, doing things that make you happy, trying to build your own legacy, doing things like that, right? And so now here we have more fives here, the Five of Swords. This is the masculine looking at how hard you're working, looking at your success, looking at where you are, feeling and knowing that they feel like they made a wrong choice. But at the same time, I like to think of it as, there are no wrong choices, because, we just learn, right? We learn from whatever choice that we make. Okay. So there are no wrong choices. I mean, it would have hurt and it would have affected you. Like, of course, I'm not negating that. I'm just saying that, they're really, really down on themselves for what it is that they said, what it is they did, and how they did not communicate, and they weren't forthright, and they didn't face the music, or they didn't say like, look, I feel like I need, would have been really awesome in an ideal situation, the two of you connect, and it's usually the feminine energy that is more prepared and more evolved, in a sense where they've learned more. Okay, you are more experienced, right? And ready for the connection. You're a little bit further down your journey, and usually that's just how it is, right? Usually the feminine energy helps to awaken the masculine. So you've already experienced what you needed to experience. Okay, so anyways, it's like you would have been ready. If in an ideal situation, they would have been like, look, I feel like I need to learn a little bit more. I feel like I need to go out and experience other situations, maybe other people. Like, I feel like I don't have enough experience, right? They could have said that. They could have been like, has nothing to do with you. I would love to, when I'm ready, I want to be the best for you. You know what I mean? Like, because that's where I feel like it comes from. They do want to be on your level. Do you know what I mean? Because they're looking at themselves as if they are not on your level. I'm just gonna put it like that, okay? They must be putting you up on some type of pedestal, okay? But I gotta tell you, here's the thing: the Two of Cups just popped out, right? So as I was speaking to all of this and what's going on with them right now, the Two of Cups energy is like they do want to come together. They do want to come home. They do feel that soul connection with you. And they're kind of, this is just where they are energetically right now. They're really feeling it. They're really missing you. I do feel like it has a lot to do with like also seeing you being happy, perhaps. I know there's some people who are just not right now, but you know, the more you work on yourself, the more you indulge yourself, the more you fill up your own cup. This is the timeline. Like, this is where you will end up. Okay. This is, this is where you will end up. So I just wanted to put that out there. Three of Wands. I do feel like you're, because we have the hammer energy. Where is it? Or it wasn't the hammer, it was the boat. Where did the boat go? Sorry, it was the boat. I'm like, I need to put this down so I can see it. The boat was talking about moving forward, moving on, feeling like you're making progress. And with the Three of Wands, this is pretty much what you're doing, looking out to the future, not necessarily focusing on what happened in the past anymore. I feel like you've already kind of moved on from that, right? And you are, again, working on the self, working on your glow up, doing all of the things, being successful, and feeling good, feeling happy. I feel like you're at peace right now. And I don't even know if you're even aware that the masculine, maybe you've been feeling the masculine energy pull on you, or maybe they've recently popped into your mind and it's been a while, or it's been a while, they popped into a reading here. But they're definitely thinking about you and wondering what, kind of what you're up to and what's going on, and feeling really bad about the way they left things off. Okay. But yeah, so let's just, it is. It's weighing very heavily on them. I can't ignore the Ten of Wands here. And I feel like they just don't know what to do to come out of this. Look at that. The Ace of Cups flew out in the reverse. It's like, oh, I don't know. They're just feeling really down. They're feeling really down. They feel like they've lost their, like they are having a moment right now where they are really in this like woe is me type of vibe, thinking about you, because they feel like, they've lost their chance, or they've given up on, true love, or they've, you offered love to them and they just dumped it out. I feel like whatever situation they're currently in right now is just not going very well. And they're starting to have a lot of doubts, and they're starting to have regrets. Like, I made the wrong decision. Like, they're really just kicking themselves. I'm really getting like they're having a freaking moment where they are very much feeling down on themselves. Okay. I have the High Priestess just popped out, and it's interesting because I was really tapping into their energy, and sometimes I find it hard to really put the energy into words. So that I can explain it to you. But I feel like this is something that you may be intuitively picking up on. If you've been just like feeling kind of down and depressed or something like that, and you've got no reason to, because again, you're making progress in your life, things are going well, you're feeling stable, you're feeling like you're on track towards, you're just feeling really good with the place that you're at right now. But then you're just like kind of like, like for no reason, like you feel like you're just feeling down or low energy. I feel like you are tapping in because we have the High Priestess vibes here. You are picking up on their energy. They are sending you energy, but I don't feel like they're necessarily meaning to. It's just the feeling is so powerful within them that it is being transmitted to you, because and you're going to pick up on your twins vibes. It's just the way it happens. It does happen. That is a psychic connection, 100%. And I feel like you almost, maybe, I don't know if you forgot that you had that, or just remind yourself, like, if you are feeling down out of nowhere, that this is likely not your energy, right? This is likely you're picking up on the masculine, okay, on your masculine's energy, because they are really down right now, okay, about the whole thing, the whole situation. where should I go from here? We have the moon, okay? The moon energy, it could be the new moon in Cancer we just came out of. You know what it really, to me, it's like with the moon, it's like things that we push down or things that are hiding in our subconscious. You know, the moon shows up when these things are coming up to the surface. So feelings they may have ignored or situations or things, that they just put it down into the pit. And I don't want to look at that, or I don't want to become aware of the feelings, right? Because the moon, the moon, it controls all the water on the planet, right? All the tides, everything's controlled by the moon, but it also, our bodies are made up 70% water, right? Isn't it? 70% water, just like the planet, which is incredible. I love the universe. But yeah, with the moon pulls, and water is representative of our emotions, right? So when the moon pulls on us, that's why it's like all of our juices rise up to the surface. And that's kind of what it is. It's like all the issues are rising up to the surface, all the things, all your feelings come out, and all the things that you may have buried, to be looked at a later date, everything comes up to the surface to be, to have the moon shine the light on them. Okay. So yeah, these things, all of these feelings are coming up. It does feel very depressing, to be totally honest. They are in a very depressed, like they're just bummed out, like just bummed out. I'm not laughing at them. It's just the way it's just so heavy, it's so heavy. And it's very interesting because one of the wishes, like we'll see why this is coming up. Maybe you just wanted to know, maybe you've been feeling bummed out and you didn't know why. Because you got nothing to be bummed out about, like I see that this is a feminine energy who's really, just moving along and things are going nicely. Okay. But then here we have the Fool. Okay. The Fool. And here we have the Four of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles and the Star. And this goes right in line, the Star. And then we'll talk about this in a minute. Okay, so what I see is that, what comes along with like being bummed out and depressive energy is a lot of sleep, a lot of rest, things like that. But I do feel like they're in this like wishing mode. I feel like they've been dreaming a lot about you, dreaming a lot about a future, not losing hope. I kind of like this for them, because even though they're feeling really bummed out, they are still pretty optimistic as far as it comes to like, I know we'll run into each other again. I know there will be an opportunity to start again, or they're wishing for that, or they're trying to manifest running into you, or they're trying to manifest because they really just don't know how to like open the conversation at this point. I feel like this is what they're really struggling with, how to open the conversation. And I heard somebody here, like more than one person, just say hi, like all you gotta do is say hi. But you have to understand the amount of like, I mean, you don't have to understand, but the feeling that I'm sitting in right now of this masculine is like, it's very shameful. It's very embarrassed. Like it's a big hurdle for them to, they're like, well, hi just sounds stupid. Hi after what? They just expect you to be like, what do you mean hi? Hi, hi after just leaving and just not even talking. Like they've put a lot of pressure on themselves. That's what I'm trying to say. So they are spending a lot of time, I do feel like, in bed or resting or alone, or, every time that they have that moment to themselves, this is where they're going. It doesn't mean that they're just like, blowing off work and life and everything else. This is all happening internally. So you may not even see it. Not that you're seeing them right now, but they're definitely keeping tabs on you, because again, they are seeing you as being in a very good place right now. Yeah. And they're wishing they had like more access to you, but for now they are just doing a lot of meditations, dreaming, visualizations. They're very much going over past events and then creating new stories in their mind about the things that could happen. Again, they are still very hopeful, and they are still very, like, I like the star because it is a healing energy, and they do have hope. They do see, another shot, even though they're feeling like they kind of missed out on their opportunity. They're definitely not a pessimist. Okay, they do feel like they will get another try, or at least this is what they're dreaming about or trying to manifest. Okay. It is clear here, though. I mean, and that's the thing too. Okay, so I do feel like they still feel and still know that there is like an unconditional love here between the two of you, even though you stopped investing in them, or stopped investing in the connection. So they do feel that from you, and I feel like that's probably what's like. You may have, maybe they hurt you in some way, but you've grown, you've evolved, you're in a better place. You're looking at things with a different perspective, and so you're not necessarily being like, well, F you for that. Like you're just like, okay, I get it. What you did wasn't cool, or how you did it wasn't great, but I understand. I understand that you do need to go and learn, because I wouldn't be able to deal with somebody who couldn't do those kinds of things anyway. So like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, well, would I really want to partner up with somebody who can't even like, talk about difficult things, right? Difficult feelings? Like, no, you'd want somebody who is fairly good at communicating, right? In a life partnership. So, I mean, I feel like you've got different perspectives now on everything, even though, that you still are, owed an apology, or you deserve an apology. Yeah, I mean, so this is kind of like why this energy is coming up, why you may be feeling them pulling on your vibe. It's because this is where they are. So they're in the process of some change here. They're in the process of learning. They're in process of growth, and they're really processing all of these emotions, right? That this is where they are. This is where they are. I didn't know when I opened up this spread that this is where this reading was going to go, but obviously y'all needed to hear it. Let me see. I want to know if they are going to take any kind of action towards you, though. So are they going to take any action, or are they just kind of in this mode? Like, what is going to happen here? We have the King of Swords. Hold on. You may be dealing with an air sign individual. You don't have to. I mean, we have all the signs out, but when the King of Swords just popped out, I just, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Okay, what do we have? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, and they're thinking. Okay, it's more thinking energy. We do have the Hangman here, so they're in this like limbo mode with the Hangman. Okay, they're not taking any action as if, like, at this moment, but they're thinking about it. They're trying to figure out the path. They're trying to figure out the way. They're trying to figure out the words. How do I open it? How do I open the conversation? How do I run into them? Where do I go? But I do see that they will be coming towards you with some kind of offer here. With the Ace of Pentacles, they're going to have something to say. They are going to come towards you, but they're in the thinking mode right now. They're very much in their heads at the moment. But they will take action. Look, we have the Magician underneath the deck, which is, the ones are action, right? So Ace of Pentacles, the Magician, number one, it's action oriented, Aries energy. And we have the Page of Swords and the Nine of Cups underneath this. Okay, and then this is like to me the Union card. It's like a bonus card in this particular deck. So it has the infinity symbol here. So I do feel like they're trying to figure out again the right words to say. They're learning. There's learning here, watching, waiting, trying to figure out exactly, what to say and how to come forward and what to offer. And, they want to do something really nice for you too. Like I'm getting with the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like they want to gift you something that will bring joy, like it'll bring you some joy. There's something that they know that they want to give to you. Not just like the Ace of Pentacles can be like, the start of a commitment and things of that nature as well, like a new relationship or a new path, a new journey, a new start. But yeah, they are definitely going to make some type of move. And what I forgot to do is I forgot to ask about what was going on with the karmic situation. If you're interested, I'm gonna pop into the extended. We'll ask if you're interested. We'll see what's going on with that karmic situation. Is it over? I know it's like if it's not over, it's headed that way because this is where they're feeling. We'll dive into the karmic situation a little bit, not a lot, but we'll see. And then we'll also figure out what their next steps are going to be. What is it that they really truly want to say? And any other details, what they're thinking about you, their feelings for you, and things like that. We'll just explore it a little bit more, the potential, the lessons that they're learning in the karmic situation, and things like that. And then, we'll just dive a little bit deeper as per usual. The link is in the description box below. If you're interested in joining me, you will be automatically placed into a monthly draw or pick for a free reading with me, and that will be announced at the beginning of August. And I just want to say thank you for your energy exchange. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, for being part of our amazing tribe. Thank you for being here and sharing your day with me. Thank you. So thank you. So if you like my vibe and you haven't joined our tribe yet, seriously, what you waiting for? We are a tribe full of amazing humans from all over the world, and we'd love to have you join us. And we are, on a journey towards 100,000 tribe members strong. So want to get there as a goal of mine, and a goal hopefully of ours that we share, so that I could be verified by YouTube would be amazing. And that leads me into watch out for the scammers. I'm not going to message you asking for money or readings and things like that. Please protect yourself out there, folks, until we get verified. And then even after that too, okay, because they're everywhere. And even on Instagram, okay, it's not me messaging you. Just so you know, okay. Anyways, I'm sending you lots of love. I will see you in the extended or in the next reading, okay. I'm gonna shake it off a little bit because this is kind of like a bummed out vibe. It's not a bad reading. It's just I'm in their energy and I need to shake it off, okay. I need to shake it off. So I will see you there, or I'll see you in the next reading. Take care.